What's going on, folks? Okay, there we go. Had a bit of time this morning. I don't have a lot of time, but I figured get in here and do something creative, I suppose, if you will, creative. I'm just looking at the quality again. Like I said, crappy internet. Okay, so I yesterday we released. Let me just we released the first members only kind of preview, the Devil's Mound, and it's a good thing it's only members because oh man, I have a habit of not looking over my edits, you know, and let's just say it's horrible, it's horrible, it's horrible, but the full Devil's Mound, again, I will be filming that probably next week. I'll probably film it because when I went out there, as I mentioned during the live that I did, I forgot my DGI. Well, I didn't forget the DGI. I forgot the SD card. So yeah, it kind of sucked, you know. But I just want to say thank you to all the people who have bought memberships, have joined the membership. I want to thank you. Really appreciate it. Again, it helps us to reach our goal of paying for a whole year of StreamYard. We're like a third closer now, a third closer to what we were. So that's really cool, and I want to thank you. So yeah, if you're not a member, please join. It's relatively cheap, and you can cancel at any time, anytime you want. And I will be doing more members only content material. In fact, I was going to do this. This was only going to be a members only, but I figured no, I won't do it yet. I'll wait. Um, I'll wait to do members only live sort of thing. So yeah, that just reading the chat here. Yeah, it is interesting, Tim. It's like I said, it's an enigma. It's just the area it's in, it's you can't find it. I mean, you really have I stumbled upon it. I really stumbled upon it. And but hey, that's what I like to do. I loved exploring, and when you're hiking and trail running and shit like that, you know. But quite literally how I found that was I was following the trail of the old quarry that I showed you in the live. I showed you what was left of the quarry, and I followed it, um, you know, to the point in the forest because there was a lot of mound sort of things where they had drudged up, I guess, limestone, and where they were going to begin, or they were put excess stones. I don't know, and it's hard to tell if that was in fact a dumping area for overage from the quarry. I don't think it is, though. It seems older than the quarry, to be honest. It really does. Um, but it's kind of hard to tell because it's in the middle of the forest. So degradation is a little bit more um, than the quarry itself, because the quarry itself is out in the open. That whole area is young birch, as you can see. There are some, obviously older trees still kind of in the area. But is it linked? I don't know. That I don't know. There's very little information about that particular area, except for, like I said, I found I'm still searching for the old news clipping. It's like literally impossible to find now. because it was a local newspaper that they covered it back in 1982 or three or something like that. I think it was about something that happened in 1979 in and around that area. So, um, which kind of made me wonder, okay, were people using this as sort of a ceremonial sort of place, a sacred place for their ceremonies or whatever? I don't know. Um, is there any evidence of that? Again, there's a lot of dumping that has gone on there over the years. In fact, there was a structure not too far from it, and it seems like what's left of that structure had been dumped in that same area. So again, it makes me wonder if it is in fact a part of the quarry, but I can't rule out it being natural. At least the mound itself natural, but it's highly unlikely because of the positioning of the limestone, the rocks itself. It's in a almost perfect circle. Now, was it placed as a pile, a mound pile, and they were taking from it? Quite possibly that's what was happening, and that's why the center of this mound is not is hollowed out really, and there's like an exit entrance sort of area. So again, this kind of makes me wonder, or it kind of leads me to believe it is a part of the quarry. But you be the judge of that when you see the live and so on and so on. And when I get the actual Devil's Mound, you know, finished. Um, I let's see. I'm just reading the chat. Yeah, Smithsonian. I doubt it. Again, like I said, I don't think anyone knows it's there. At least not anymore. I mean, you never know, right? Is it still in use? I don't know. It now it's inside a conservation area, and I mean, yeah, people go into that area at night. I'm sure. We actually snuck up there one night, um, and we had to go in through the Mount Cliff side, and that is just that's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. And during the day on a summer's day, it can be very rugged. Um, and we went in the fall at night, so I mean things were a little slippery. The rocks were slippery, so you really had to watch it, man. You really did. Going down was worse because we were going down in the dark. When we were going up, it was dawn, um, or not dawn, but dusk. So it wasn't as bad. There was a little bit of light, but coming back, like going back down, was brutal. So we really, really had to be careful. And as I mentioned, I mean, people have fallen from the cliff and have died. Actually, I think there's been a few deaths of people who weren't paying attention. And in fact, I know one of them was the woman was taking a selfie and fell. Like, is it worth risking your life to do that? No. No, absolutely not. But people do it. They don't pay attention. And you have to. I mean, it is fucking steep. Very steep. You fall, and if you live, you're gonna be in a world of hell you don't want to be in. Even if you do survive. Man, you just don't want to be in that situation. But anyways, so I will film it, you know, hopefully next week. Um, I'll probably go there Friday of next week. Um, when I have time to go out and film it with the DJI and so on and so on. Like I said, I'm hoping to have a drone too to give you aerial footage of the area, which would be neat. Actually, I don't think there's any aerial footage or drone footage of that area in particular. So I would. It would be very tough, obviously, because you have to do it now. You have to do it now because if you don't do it now, you know, come the spring, like the spring, fall, well, the spring here pretty much, um, summer, and all the foliage, the trees, and everything else will cover it to the point where you won't see anything. Absolutely zero. You'll be lucky to see if there's something, in the cracks of the crevices or the tree line or whatever. But yeah, it's pretty brutal. It's pretty brutal. But yeah. Anyways, that will be a members only. And then it will be released to the public, probably within a couple days, perhaps. Let me just get this here. And like I said, the whole idea is to get hold on, what did I do here? The whole idea is to get more content up for the members who are paying, obviously. Okay. Get that out of the way. All right. Yeah, okay, good. So yeah, it's going to be yeah, hold on. You know what? Let me just bring Google Earth up. Actually, that's a good idea, Tim. I don't know why I didn't think about doing it with Google Earth. Okay. Uh, okay, let me just center in. Okay. There we go. Okay, so the tough part. Well, the cool part here. Okay, so here, let me just. I'll share this to you here now. Okay, so there's the quarry itself, right there. Right, and the ridge, you can still kind of see the ridge, right? Well, let's 3D it, right? So there's there we go, and the road down into the quarry, and this is uses a path. So right in here, let me 2D it again. So right in here, you can't see anything because of the foliage, but in here is where they were producing the cement from the limestone. Let me just see if hold on. some pictures here. Yeah. So you can't see it. It's in there, right? Let me just pop this in, make it a little bigger for you. So yeah, it's in this area here. Let me just go along. Yeah, I can't go along the path. Okay, so and this is the tricky part. Okay, so right here. Oh wait, hold on. Let's see if there's some pictures have been taken. Yeah. Again, just the path, and then going to the quarry. Let's see. Again, just the path. Say, okay. And this is the quarry itself. So, you guys do remember me doing a walkthrough of this place. And there's a road coming down into the quarry. All right. So, okay, so there's the path, and there's the main path. So, back here, right about here. Okay. So there is a little ridge area where I showed you in the live of a building that used to be there. What's left of the foundation, which is pretty much just the floor, the concrete floor. But when you keep going, this is kind of open in here, like a lot of trees still. Let's see. Yeah, you can't really. So basically, roughly, it's. Let me just pull out here. It's in. It's in this area here, roughly, give or take. Somebody took a picture over here. Let's see what this picture is. And again, this is just probably the end of the path. So, in fact, I think that might be it there. No, it's hard to tell. No, I think that might be in there. I don't know. Who knows? But yeah, it's in this. Let me just. It's in this area here, roughly. So that possibly, yeah. Let me look at that again. No, it'd be way over here. So that's not it. So just to give you an idea, okay, let's see. Okay. Okay. Here's if what we had to climb up. I don't know. It looks like somebody took a picture. So up this ridge here. So this to get to this point, so you got to climb all the way up here. All the way up here, right? So there's a way to get up here, and there's a set of stairs up there in that area there, right? Just to get to this point too, it's pretty tough because it's all uphill. Let me see what other pictures they have. Is that the same picture? This might be this. No, so there's the step. So there's coming up. So it's all rocky, really, all the way up, right? And then you got this in cove here where you can climb the stairs. Let me see if there's another picture. That's what we looked at. This one's up on the trail looking down. So once again, it's looking down. So you can't, your perspective, you don't really see it, but the stairs are right here, right there, right? So, and there's like a cliff area here. So, and it's all downhill, all the way down to about here. So you got to climb all the way down and all the way up. Either way you're going, right? It's insane. Hey, Adrian, how's it going? But let me just see. Uh, okay, going back. Huh? Okay, so this is the ridge. All this is a ridge, right? This is Mount Nemo, right? Um, and so here's the entrance over here, parking lot. There's an entrance down here too. There used to be. There used to be a road that you could use. This was a private road, but the guys stopped allowing people because they were getting quite nasty with them, even as in his own driveway. I used to talk to the guy all the time. But anyways, here's the other parking spot and the trail in, right? To get in. So yeah. But getting back to, let's see. Okay, there's the ridge line right there. That's all a ridge line, right? And it's all level up here. And then there's another quarry here. But this small quarry right here. Right? Look at the size of that quarry over here. It's massive. It's huge, humongous, right? So, anyways, there's lots of history in this area. Tons of history. Like a lot of the houses uh, are, you know, tons of history. Uh, so, anyways, like I said, it's in this area here, the Devil's Mound, right there, roughly, give or take. Let's see. Yeah, the map doesn't show. Right. Okay. So there you go. You have an idea. You have an idea of what it's like. All right. Is there any evidence of Indians? There's lots of evidence of native here, uh, Tim. I mean, this particular area is known, because even with the war with the U.S. 1812. Um, the British the English were driving the Americans back down, and with the help of natives, especially Joseph Brant, who obviously changed his name to Joseph Brant, but he was a sympathizer to the English. And he was like the medium, if you will, the go-to guy to make you know soothe things out with the native indigenous people of the area. And there was many in this area, quite a lot at one time, and still is. There's still many reservations here, native indigenous land, if you will, that they own. They literally they own it. Yeah, you get your gas cheap, cigarettes cheap, all sorts of stuff. And if you are, I think it's up to a quarter. If you have up to a quarter in your DNA, heritage, whatever, you get tax exemption. I believe it's up to. I think it's up to a quarter of your. Is it a quarter or half? That might be half. I don't know. Half. You have to prove that you're half indigenous. Hey, Poncho, how are you? right? You have to prove that you're, I think, half. And I do have like a small portion. I think it's 8 because my father is a quarter, or yeah, my father's a quarter or half, maybe whatever. Yeah, I don't know, whatever. Matey, so Matey's half and half. Matey is like indigenous and French. That's what he used to call them, French and indigenous. Right. So, anyways, what uh, that's all about. Let me just. But anyway, straying off. So yeah, I that will be when that's done and completed and edited. That will be a members only release premiere, and then I'll probably release it to all the other to the public probably a couple days after that. Maybe we'll see. We'll see. But like I said, if you haven't got a membership yet, please grab one by all means. It helps us, like I said, uh, achieve our goal of getting renewing StreamYard for a whole year. So yeah, but yeah, let me just. All right, get rid of that. We don't need that anymore. Get rid of this. Get rid of that. Once again, this is just going to be a short one. Maybe another half hour, if that. I just wanted to come in too and thank all the people who have donated, like supported the show with the memberships, buying the memberships already. Thank you, and actually, I want to thank our good friend Justin Del Rio. Justin has bought a nocturnal master. So that's awesome. Thank you very much, Justin. Really appreciate that. That again helps us, reach our goal a little quicker. But and to all those people that have bought merch, somebody bought, like I said, somebody bought a T-shirt, but we don't know who it is. Whoever bought a T-shirt, let us know. We'd like to thank you personally for buying the T-shirt. Um, Tony, your T-shirt's on its way out. Jackie, your T-shirt's on its way out. They've all been shipped. Well, I don't know if they've been shipped, but they're being processed. And spring is a little slow, so I do apologize for that. The stickers I'm sending out from here, so I will be sending those out probably Friday. Tony and admit your stickers will be en route this Friday, quite possibly even tomorrow. I might have them in the post, so I'll obviously update you on that. But probably tomorrow or Friday for sure. Your stickers will be out in the post. I'm looking to get more stickers made. I think an assortment. I want to get some Mothman stickers. I love that logo. It's pretty cool. It's awesome. Awesome. Love it. New moon images. There's a lot of things. Oh yeah, Tim. Like of what interests you about the moon images? I haven't really been paying attention to it other than watching them come back and descend and then grab them out of the capsule. I don't know. I have attention span with it, but it's a pivotal moment of importance in history. Really, it is for a whole new generation. Really, and of course, you got your people who are going, it's all fake. Stanley Kubrick's dead, guys. Who do they get to do this one? As many of you know, people believe that Stanley Kubrick was behind, the first moon landing, first man on the moon in the Warner Brothers studio secretly. Uh, what kind of stuff are we talking about, Tim? There's always stuff going on up there. There really is. I mean, let's be honest. Oh, ancient. Yeah, you know what? I would believe that. I believe that I believe that. Yeah. I mean, was it a stepping stone? Was it a stepping stone? A lot of people believe the moon is hollow. Was it a ship that came from Mars? Right? Was it in fact our sort of the stepping stone for our civilization here now on Earth? I mean, absolutely. I wholeheartedly believe that connection is there. And again, you know, time will tell. And as we, start to perfect, space travel and our ability to get to the moon more often and start, uh, you know, inspecting it a little more up close, are we going to find things that cause us stir in terms of history? Quite possibly. But the thing is, those in the know, are they going to tell us? And that's the thing. Is that knowledge going to be kept if that was the fact? If there is something up there and they know it, or down the road, I mean, do you really think they'll, release it to the public? I mean, that loosens their grip on us even more if they did that. You know, controlling history, controlling knowledge. And that's the thing for years, and religion, you know, it does. Well, yeah, exactly, Tim. I mean, yeah. I mean, we all know how important the moon is to the Earth, right? We all know. I mean, if the moon was to leave Earth's orbit, we'd be fucked. So many things would, you know, change, and quite possibly us. I think we would probably it would be our demise as well. It's really fascinating to think, because that's what I mean. We don't know anything really. We don't. I mean, do we? Do we really know it? We don't. And that's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of this whole thing. I mean, you look at the oceans. I mean, we really don't know much about the oceans either. We have theories and suggestions and so on about space as well. But and we can peer further into the universe now, thankfully. But there is so much that science has maybe explained, but really, have they explained it? Because that's the beauty. It's just I don't know. A lot of that is just really, if you look at it, theory. Because it's man-made, and it's you never know. There might be a period in time in the future that what we thought we knew isn't exactly true at all. And that's the beauty of this, you know? Science is man-made. Yes, science is a great thing, and it explains a lot of stuff. But it isn't in cement with a lot of stuff. Yeah, was Mars our planet at once? At one point, yeah, quite possibly. I mean, that there are so many links, historical links, and in particular, you look at the Egyptian culture, right? And you look at Egypt, its past, and Mesopotamia. You look at their history and the possibility and the linkage between Mars and that, period of our history. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Right? I mean, were there and that's the thing that you have to take into consideration too, right? Was there a civilization here before that happened, right? Before that, and when we did arrive, if that was the case, we altered, we became, the primary um, being, if you will, or species on the earth because of our intelligence. And that's why, when you look at you look at some of these historical civilizations and you look at their cities, if you will, and you look at their architect and you go, wow, like, look at this stuff. How the fuck were we able to build this shit so precisely at a time in our apparent history? We were hunter and gatherers that did not have that knowledge. We lived off the land. We lived to survive. And yet, when you look at a lot of these cities, these ancient cities in Turkey, which some of them are dating back to 11,013, quite literally right around, if not shortly after the last ice age, when we were thought to be hunter and gatherers. All of a sudden, these civilizations pop out of nowhere. They're discovered. So yeah, it's always an interesting sort of rabbit hole to go down. I mean, I like to think that that's the case. I like to think that that's the case. That yeah, Tim, exactly. We're not native to this planet. I mean, we are now, obviously, but our ancestors, many years past, aren't from our species, if you will, isn't native to this world, and that we somehow were brought here or came here or transported here again. However, we don't know. Yeah, we jumped ship. you know, I mean, however, you know, ran from disaster. It's you may you think about this world, the earth, at one point with dinosaurs roamed. And you think today, even though we have all these animals that have been documented across the world, and sit there and think that once these animals were huge dinosaurs, you know, s- try to fathom that. Your thinking, the logic just, it's like, wow, without these, I mean, if these creatures did not, you know, go extinct, where would we be here today? Where would we? I mean, yeah, we have the knowledge, but it would be a much harder fight to come out on top. A much harder fight. I mean, some of these things were vicious, massive creatures. I mean, man is responsible for the near extinction of many large creatures across the world. Elephants, bears, just many huge creatures that are large to us now, and ferocious lions, and to think that there was creatures that were 3 times 4 times the size of these things, it would have took us longer to get, to make it to the top. It really would. I mean, I'm sure we would have made it eventually, but evolution, I think, might have been stalled a little bit more than how it has played out, if these dinosaurs didn't go extinct. And I mean, if there was a catastrophe that apparently ended or was the cause of the demise of the dinosaur, then how would we be able to survive? You know. But hey, if we did in fact make it from Mars, look at, we went through a hell of a lot to get here. We could have survived anything really here, whatever the Earth was able to, throw at us, I guess, right? But that's the thing. That's when I look at, when, how they're saying, right now, climate change, and for years it was global warming and this and that, you know. Um, and I sit there and go, you know what? It's all a ploy. You know, yes, these things are happening. And but I think they are natural to the their cycle. It's a state of not neutrality, right? Natural. We may have a part to play in it, but I honestly don't think we're able to cause as much of a disruption as they say that. Maybe after years, who knows? But I really do think that it is nature playing out. It's the Earth cycle playing out. Because one minute you hear, well, global warming, the next minute, well, we might be heading into another mini ice age. Well, which one is it? Because they don't know. They don't know. They only know what the data is telling them, and they draw up these scenarios I mean, look at the weather. Yeah, they can't even get the weather right half the time. They can't get the weather right half the time. And it's just amazing that, there's two boats of thought here. Obviously, you have your people who are buy right into this, and then you have your people that like, no, no, absolutely not. But no matter what boat you're on, uh, it's like you have the wool pulled over your eyes. You know, even when you do answer, even when you do ask those questions, and you do have to ask the questions, the answers I don't think they can provide. They can give you somewhat of an answer, but is it the answer you want to hear, or is it the answer they want you to hear? Uh, Again, getting into the whole conspiracy bit of about it, I don't want to go down that route, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You have to think outside the box, no matter what. You really do. You have to look at all scenarios. You have to look, read, research, do the reading, do your research, and I'm telling you, connect the dots. But don't fucking say that it's the truth until you absolutely know. And that's the pivotal point. I mean, how will you know it's the truth? You don't. Hey, Colonel Mark, how you doing, bud? Good to see you, man. You just don't know. You just don't know. Absolutely don't know. And that's I think how we've been flying by the seat of our pants. As a society for many years, and they know it. They know it. They know it. They know it. They will say, "Hey, look it, buy into our theory. Help us, fight this tragedy off by, buy an electric car and recycle everything and this and that." And in the end, when you look at the stuff, I mean, recycling, these are all businesses. It's business contracted out by the government, you know, to the highest bidder. And do you really think they're doing exactly what they're supposed to be doing? Probably not. I mean, when your think the school of thought was, the recycling items are going to one facility, the garbage is going to the other. When realistically, the way they were going to the same place and being thrown in the same pile. I mean, it may not be like that now, but it was. It money, money, but ooh, I look forward to that then, Mark. Sneak peek at the location. Are you? That'd be pretty cool. I love live stream paranormal investigations. We've got to do one soon. It's been so long. Like I said, this year's been a write off for me, being sick for 2 months, and just I haven't had time to do anything, and it was so great finally to get out on Monday, onto the trail, and you know hiking over to the Devil's Mound. It was great. I loved it. Um, well, it sounds cool. I look forward to it. I will definitely put on a notifications if I don't already have them. But I will definitely do that. That's cool. Look forward to it. I always look forward to these live stream live stream investigations. I mean, like, Mars is a dead world. Why the rest of well, critical minerals, maybe. I don't know. There's something crucial there that we know that's there, but they're not telling us. I mean, who knows, right? Who the hell knows? It's like a lot of things. I mean, they say one thing when realistically there's another thing on the docket. But they're not telling you because why? It's like anything. To get the support of the people, you have to, throw them a little bit of a white fib and, give them something that would interest them. They jump on board and then, hey, you do what you say you're going to do. And then ultimately, you have something else on the go. Right. That's just the way it plays out. Propaganda, if you will, I guess, if you want to put it that way. But I don't know. I don't know. I will probably end this in about 6 minutes, give or take. Hold on a sec here. All right. But yeah, anyways, first, the Devil's Mound is now available. It's just a preview, really, but it's members only. So if you grab a membership, which you can cancel at any time, and again, that helps us for renewing StreamYard and other things for the actual show that we have every Sunday night here at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And this Sunday, by the way, we're going to have Ryan Sir Spookfest is going to be on. He's going to be talking about his OBE, his out of body experience, and more. We're going to talk paranormal and other stuff. But I don't know about you guys. I find it very interesting listening to people and their out of body experiences and their NDEs, near death experiences and astral projection and so on and so on. I fucking love it, man. So I'm sure we are going to talk the hell out of all that this Sunday night. And the phone. Thank you, Tim. Thank you very much for gifting another membership. You're the best, bud. Thank you. Awesome, my friend. Awesome. There you go, Mark. You've been gifted a new membership. Thank you, Tim, once again. Thank you. Okay. Hold on a sec here. Let me just double check something. I just want. Awesome. Thank you again, Tim. Thank you again, sir. Let's get this out of the way. Oh, hold on. Oh, where'd you go? Where the heck did it go? Yeah, it's only $2.99 Canadian a month for the Nocturnal Being. The Master is $5.99 a month, and Immortal $8.99. And it's funny. That's like literally peanuts if you're in the UK. Even in the US, it's like half that, not even. In the UK, it's Tim, how were you able to gift a particular person? I don't know how to do that. Like I said, I'm still learning this whole gifting thing. I know how you can send out 5 at a time, randomly, but how were you able to gift, um, Cornell like that? I don't see, I like I said, this is all new to me, the whole gifting bit. So just out of curiosity, how are you able to do that? Oh, you can't. So how did it go? How did it go? Because that's weird. It just randomly picked, Mark. Wow. Wow, that's interesting. That's cool how it did that. Let me see something here. All right. People in chat who are not members get it depending on how many are. Ah, okay, gotcha. No, I'm just reading about it. So yeah. Okay. All right. Let me see something for a second. I don't know what is wrong. Like I'm looking at the quality. Let me just see something here of the stream. And again, I do apologize. I do not know why. Like I said, my net is shit here. It's garbage. uh, good old brew dog. Good old brew dog. Okay, just reading this. Yeah, it's a random thing. You can't like just give it to anybody of choice. Gotcha. Hmm. Just reading the full thing. Gotcha. Okay. All right. Yeah, it's exactly. Again, just reading about. There we go. Once again, apologize. Thundering here in Wales. Yeah, it was pretty bad this morning. I was up early to take the dog out for a walk, and the thunder and lightning was brutal. It's been brutal the last couple days, and we're gonna have a lot of unsettled weather over the next little while, the next week, anyways. I know today and tomorrow, like today, they're saying. Let's see. I don't know. Severe storm risk in the afternoon. Yeah, for a couple hours. And then the evening, night, morning. And then tomorrow, lots of rain, which kind of sucks because I had a lot of time to do stuff tomorrow. And it's going to be warm. Just rain, rain, rain. Kind of sucks. Sucks. Okay. Oh, well. That's the way it is. Anyways, okay. I'm going to probably end this. Hold on. All right. Anyways, until Sunday night, guys, take it easy. And once again, thank you to all the members. Again, more members content coming out for you guys. And yeah, keep the support coming. Really appreciate it. If you haven't joined the membership, please join. You can cancel at any time. It's relatively cheap. It's not expensive. Yeah, grab a membership, or hey, live super chats, whatever. Whatever you want to donate, you can donate through PayPal. Again, this is all helping us get closer to paying for a whole year of StreamYard. I mean, that is our main focus, to be able to do that, to get that yearly thing out of the way, so we have, the I want to say the perfect platform for us to broadcast the live shows here on YouTube. Yeah. So, and then obviously the guests and all that. We're winding down because the news, or this season is season 8, our 18th season. It ends the first week of June. So I'm going to throw it out there now. Let's see. June. So the last show will probably be June 7th. Will be our last show before we go into our summer hiatus for a couple months. We uh, do a few bonus shows, and you know me, I got time off. I'll come in here. I'll do the shows. These morning or afternoon hazes and blah 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 blah. But I mean, the actual show itself, the actual show, Nocturnal Frequency Radio, which is live here every Sunday night between 9 and 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 2 to 4 a.m. in the UK. I know it's early there, but I mean, if you're up, you're up. Pop on in, join us, dude. Tim, thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Of course. As always, thank you for the support. And guys, take care. You all rock, and we'll see you in a bit. All right, later. Stay strange.